Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday kick in the pants. Welcome back. Angela Fallon here, also known as your lifestyle leader, is bringing you a gentle push each week to help you level up in your life, fill yourself with a dose of Monday motivation, and provide tips to accelerate your success in your life and in your career. All right, so this week, I really wanted to talk about mindset. You guys know that I posted recently in let's see, what was it? Shoot, like 2 weeks ago now. I posted, well, that's if you follow me on Facebook, I guess, and and even on Instagram. Who's having struggles with four different things? I asked about mindset, I asked about organization, time management, a few things, about four things, I think. And most of you said mindset. Most of you are struggling with mindset. So I really wanted to spend the month of May every Monday in Monday Kick in the Pants talking about mindset. The first one I really wanted to talk today about is a stuck mindset. And the reason why, I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I have been feeling a little stuck, not necessarily completely lost, but like a little floundering. And I'm like, what is going on? And then to hear that a lot of you are feeling stuck with your mindset as well, is somewhat disheartening, but also, there should be comfort in the fact that we all might be in a similar place, right? So what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is more of tell you a little story and then some things that have worked for me in how to get unstuck. So the first thing is, I want to tell you a little story. So first of all, when I was young, my dad and stepmom used to run like a storage facility in the Houston area. And whenever my sister and I would go visit them, our bikes would be in a storage facility, like all the way at the other end of where like the office was. So my older sister and I, we were small. We were old enough and tall enough to like open the door, but not enough to unlatch where the padlock is on the outside. So it was unlocked. And so we were able to go in. And whenever I went in to go get our bikes, even though it was broad daylight, the wind blew the door shut and the latch at the top flipped over and my sister couldn't open the door because the latch had gone over the door and was kind of stuck. There wasn't a lock in it still, but the latch was latched and she couldn't reach it to go get it. It was pitch black in there and I remember freaking out. It was very dark and I couldn't open the door and I literally had a panic attack. Now, just for a little bit of background, I was probably less than 10. In fact, I may have been something around, I don't know, 6, 7, definitely younger than 8 even. Was pretty young. And so to be in kind of like a long closet is what the storage space is like. And I don't know, I literally freaked out. I couldn't see anything. I'd just been outside where it was sunny to go into a room that had a bunch of, junk everywhere, including our bikes. And the door slammed shut and it's pitch black. And I couldn't see anything. My eyes had not adjusted yet. I was freaking out. I started bawling, thinking, how long am I going to be stuck in here? Without me knowing, my sister was running back to the office to grab either my stepmom or my dad. I forget which one came to rescue me out of the storage facility. Um, but I really stressed out about it. And I don't really remember much more of that other than like I had a hard time stop crying afterwards. But I also remember later in life, I was in Israel at a supplier and I got stuck in a bathroom and something triggered me that like my hands started shaking and I couldn't unlock the door. And so, I mean, it was a really old facility. I couldn't unlock the door and I start banging on the door and I'm like, I need help. I need help. And by the time someone came in and unlocked me, both of my hands were like literally shaking. And I don't know if it was just triggering based on the experience I had as a small kid, but I was talking to a counselor about it at one point, and she said, we need to kind of walk back through this scenario because obviously it's somewhat haunting you. And I actually dealt with some claustrophobia for a while in my late 30s, early 40s as well. And I kind of feel like it's in due to some of this, not traumatic experiences, but I mean, it's traumatic for a small kid, right? And she said, we need to go back to the place where you were at, and you need to sit and think like you're in that space still, and kind of rest for a second and think, am I willing to see this differently? Can I calm down and let my eyes adjust and realize that there's nothing scary in this dirty storage closet, essentially? If I kind of wait for a little bit, I might even be able to look around and see the light switch so I can actually turn the light switch on, because there was absolutely a light switch in there. But I also had to kind of calm down and think, is there another way out? So, is there a different exit? Am I willing to look at this differently? And is there another way out? So, these are things that I kind of think of, especially here in the last few years, whenever I'm really striving to get to some big goals, and I feel stuck at something. I have to just pause for a second. And I know that's really hard to do whenever you're really grinding something out, to pause for a second and think, can I look at this differently? Am I trying to, is there something to be learned with this? And, for lack of a different phrase, is there another way out? Is there another way to do what I want to do? But it really does take a moment of pause to kind of think through those things. Take a deep breath, or 4, or 7, or 10, or whatever you need to kind of pause. Pause as long as you need, maybe not for years, but pause for a little while to think about, what am I doing? What do I need to learn from this? And is there another way of doing this? Can I see this situation differently? And if you're a believer and you pray, I pray, God, show me a different way to do this. Is this not the way I'm supposed to be going? I'm willing to see this differently. I'm willing to do my part. And then what can I control? If I would have calmed down, again, I was a small kid, but if I would have calmed down and waited for a little bit to my eyes to adjust in the dark, I would have been able to see lots of things. I think we had more toys in there, lots of things that could have kept me busy while my sister went to go get my dad or stepmom, and not have had a full-blown panic attack. So that's what I really wanted to share with you all is, if you're really feeling stuck right now, think about where you're at. Try to take a moment and pause. And again, take a deep breath, take 4 breaths, 10 breaths, whatever you need. And think about, is there another way out? Is there another way to do what I'm doing? Because what I'm doing isn't getting me unstuck. Is there another way to look at this? And, commit to yourself, I'm willing to do my part. Some people use a mantra. If you ever follow someone like Amanda Francis, she always says, I'm willing to see this differently. I'm willing to do my part. God, show me the way. You can say that as well if you want to pray that, whatever. But at least think it to yourself. What can I control? What can I do differently? Is there another exit? So I hope that's helpful for you. We'll talk more about mindset over the next few days, but this is something I really wanted to share with you all right now. Whenever you can sit and calmly think through, should I be doing something differently or in a different manner, maybe towards the same goal, but in a different manner to get there, you may find another way out or multiple ways out. Okay. So I hope that's helpful for you all. I hope you're having a great week already and a great Monday. I just want you to remember that if you're feeling overwhelmed and behind, you're in the right place and it's the right time. I hope you guys have a great Monday and a great week.